All right, welcome to the Midnight American. I hope you're having a great week. Let's get into this town hall that was on CNN yesterday with Donald Trump. It was moderated by this Kaitlan Collins. My takeaway, if I may share it, is the media hates Donald Trump. I mean, despises him, and especially CNN. And certainly this Kaitlan was no fan either. And if they hate Donald Trump and you were receptive to anything that he said, if you like him, then you are not a friend of the media. So it's not Trump against the media. It's not you against Trump. It's the people versus the media. And it's been that way for a while. And what people saw, in my opinion, on CNN yesterday was this network doing all the right things for all the wrong reasons, because they wanted to disgrace Trump. They wanted to nail him to the wall. They had a mission, a goal, right? They asked, or this Kaitlan asked a lot of leading questions and then completely rephrased his answers and then quickly went to the next question, hoping that we could just be left with that. But he wasn't having any of that. They wanted to expose him as a liar and a rapist and a danger to democracy and all of this. But instead, what they ended up doing was giving him a platform in which to speak and give his side of the story. And as much as this Kaitlan tried to put him through the shit test and obviously ask him many leading and very biased questions, he gave answers that people resonated with. Okay. And they covered bunch of different topics. I mean, she didn't leave anything on the table. It was election results. And, you know, he explained that, look, I'll agree with the election results if I don't think that there's any shenanigans that went on. When she asked about the Ukraine war, do you want Ukraine to win the war? He's like, man, I don't want people to die anymore. I want that to be over. I'll have it done within 24 hours of becoming president. Is that true or not? I don't know, but you see where he was going with this, and people don't want to be in this foreign war. Asked about whether or not he would pardon January 6th protesters. He's like, some I would. Yeah, not all, you know. But again, people were receptive to this. And of course, he was the same Trump and just, you know, kind of joking, and people were laughing and all of that. And, you know, you could just see CNN seething under this, right? And later on, when they were kind of have the panel of commentators there, and they were just giving their biased opinions and manipulative remarks and just, you know, going back to the rephrased answers. And, oh, poor, you know, Kaitlan Collins, she was just so abused as a moderator and all of that. And it just showed you how much the media sucks ass. They had a mission, a goal, something they wanted to achieve here. And it was like, oops, we supported free speech. That's bad. And right there, supporting every step of the way is Ocasio-Cortez, AOC, the fascist socialist who, let's go ahead and jump on over here, who quickly ripped CNN for its town hall with former President Trump Wednesday night, saying the network should be ashamed of themselves for allowing Donald Trump to speak freely. We have to control that narrative, control it. In what way? You know, disinformation. Don't let people hear information that we don't want them to hear. They're too stupid. They cannot decipher fantasy for reality, or what we want them to know versus what they will be able to think with their own brain cells. CNN, they have lost total control over the town hall because we need to keep control. We need to keep control and the power, the control. Because that's what it's all about with these people. Power and control. To again be manipulated into performing election disinformation defenses of January 6th, the public attack on sexual abuse, buzzwords. Victim, always victims. And the audience is cheering him on and laughing at the host. You If you were in that audience, and by the way, this is all to divide conservatives, the moderates from the MAGAs. At least that's what they want to frame MAGA Republicans as being the extremists and separate them from the moderates. It's part of the freaking plan here. But of course, people, they're smarter than this. They understand that CNN is full of it. Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez, right here. I mean, just they ratioed the hell out of her tweet here on Twitter. Senator, you should be ashamed of yourself for this tweet. The First Amendment literally prohibits you from telling CNN to silence a sitting president or any president or anyone from speaking, really. Delete this tweet. It kills me. I mean, you can go on and on. He's killing it. I mean, people were not fooled. Let's just put it that way. Okay. They were not happy about AOC, or this is funny here. Science fact, a dog gets more factual information sniffing another dog's ass than a human does watching CNN. And it goes on and on and on. And you can check out all of this over there. But here's the deal. CNN did the right thing, but they did it for all the wrong reasons. And what do I mean by this? An analogy might be an aging uncle or aunt or something like that, some relative that they're wealthy. And so you kind of massage this relative for the inheritance, right? You treat them really well in their elderly years and all of that. Now, you should be doing that. It's a good thing. The result is good. The bad thing is the reason why you're doing it, which is you're doing it for the money. Okay? And that's what CNN did here. Okay? They did the right thing. They offered a platform and allowed Trump to speak freely. But they did it for all the wrong reasons. They had an agenda. They had something they wanted to do, and it was very devious what they wanted to achieve there. Now, they did get the ratings. That was part of it too, because this is a dying network as it stands. I mean, all of this, all the network media is really going downhill badly right now. But I'm going to quote Peter Drucker, who is a leader of development of management education. He said, doing the right thing is more important than doing the thing right. And CNN is looking at this and saying, we did not do the thing right. We did not do what we wanted to do. We wanted to defame Trump. We wanted to expose him for all the things I mentioned. But they did the right thing in doing so. So the best thing, honestly, that CNN could do is just sit this one out. Just leave it alone. There's still 17 months until, the election. There's a lot can happen in that period of time. And just don't take such a biased stand on this and let people come to their own opinions. And then you actually become, God forbid, a news network and let people decide for themselves. But when you go and when you all sit on a panel and you try to sway people's opinions and shame them, for laughing or for resonating with somebody's speech, something that they're saying, when you try to rephrase their answers and then make that the quote, when you try to convince people that they saw something or heard something that they, other than what they heard, that they have no mind of their own. You're too stupid to think for yourself. You're too stupid to come to your own conclusions. See, I don't do that on this channel. I don't try to convince you of anything. I kind of, give some conceptual opinion, but I know that people are smart. And many people out there watching this right now are much smarter than me. But when you treat people like they're stupid and you say, you're dumb unless you see in this what I see in this, unless you believe as I believe. Funny thing, people aren't real happy with you. They're not going to jump to your side, and they're going to see just what a shitbag, manipulator, an enemy to the people that you are. Now, if you do the right thing for the wrong reasons and you think that it was a mistake, which I think CNN does think it was a mistake, and then you try to correct it, funny thing happens. People can see and you become even wronger. So wrong, in fact, that that it becomes blatant to everyone, blatant as it was to this AOC tweet, and everybody just ratioing it the hell out of it. Okay, it becomes obvious. You couldn't just take the win on ratings and then shut the F up. Like I said, there's still 17 months to the election, but they just can't help it. Their egos will not let this stand. We must manipulate the public. We must control the narrative. The media is not your friend. The media is I'll just leave it there. I think you can come to your own conclusions on that. I'm going to leave this with a quote from Mark Twain. You're never wrong if you do the right thing. And in this case, I think CNN did the right thing, giving him a platform. They did it for all the wrong reasons. And for that, you get a loss. That's all I got for you today. Thanks for coming to the Midnight American. Go to midnightamerican.com and check out the merch that I got over there. You can get shirts like this one and many other things. Also, I have a Patreon, which you can support me over there. And if you really enjoy these videos, check out the other videos too. Please subscribe and like the video. And thank you so much for being here. And until next time, know yourself better than you know anyone else.